What's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
I have a question for the Democrats and the Democratic shills. Why don't y'all ever spend time telling black people what Biden is going to do for us specifically? Why do y'all waste so much time talking about how Trump is the boogeyman and all these things he's going to do to us? And you know what? All those things may be true. He may be gearing up to do all the worst things you could think of to black people. But how is that going to change the position that black people in America are in already? What is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris going to do to make our lives as black Americans any better? They never say anything about that. Nah, no. They include us in that infrastructural bill and say, oh, we're going to give you a little bit of, educational breaks here and, some housing breaks there. We're going to stop the discrimination in the appraisal market. That stuff matters. I'm not saying that it doesn't. But if they were to write us a check, we wouldn't care about any of that stuff because we could pay for that stuff and we could leave. We could do all the stuff that we wanted to do. We wouldn't be affected by white supremacy as much. But instead of y'all Democratic shills spending all that time trying to freak us out, right? Trump is the boogeyman. He's hiding under the bed and he's going to grab your ankle. Well, all that other stuff, we're not scared no more. All the things that black people have been through in America, y'all think we gonna be scared of an orange man running around here with a bad toupee? We ain't scared of that. What we're scared of is leaving up out of our house, jumping in our vehicles, driving down the street, and these racist police behind us and talk about your tail light is out when it wasn't out when we left the house, and then ended up in the body bag because it was supposed to be a simple traffic stop, but because the police are running around wild and free doing whatever they want to do to black people because we don't have a specific bill that addresses us. Now listen, I know somebody gonna say, well, Joe Biden did the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. He did that on the federal level. So it does not have anything to do with state and local police officers. As I always say, you're probably less likely to be choked out by the CIA or Border Patrol, unless you're trying to hop over the border. I don't know. You're more than likely to have something happen to you by the police officer that's up the street from you. So why don't you tell us that Joe Biden and Kamala have the reparation checks in the mail? But again, y'all want to tell us about all these horrible things that the Republicans and Trump is going to do to us. Again, we're not scared. Black people have survived a whole lot, including slavery. Now, nothing was more scarier than that. We survived that. We survived Jim Crow. We surviving right now, even though they don't want us to. So we're not scared. One of my favorite shows was Fear Factor. And, there was some pretty scary things going on there. But even that, I found myself laughing after a while because I just wasn't scared anymore. So I'm not scared of a Trump presidency. I'm not at all. So if you want us to show up for Biden and Kamala, go tell them, hey, these fear tactics ain't working. Y'all got to show up for them. Y'all got to show up for black people in a real way. We have been asking for reparations since our ancestors left the plantation. And y'all keep telling us, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about you black Democratic shills, you ain't gonna get it. Steve Harvey recently just told black people right there in front of Kamala, stop asking. It's foolishness. Y'all ain't gonna get it. Right? But y'all won't tell them, give them what they asking for. And then they'll show up for y'all. Because the Democrats and Republicans, they care about the power. And we see them give all kind of money away to people all the time. But when it comes to us, we supposed to just suck it up. Y'all want to try to keep scaring us to death. We're scared of this wealth gap that is between whites and blacks. that will never close. In fact, they said it'll take about 232 years for the wealth gap to close. That's what we're afraid of. And we know that that reparations check is going to help close the wealth gap. So again, when y'all talk to Black Americans about voting for Biden, stop talking to us if y'all ain't talking about, oh, checks in the mail. And no, we ain't going to wait until after the election. We want our money now. Because there's no guarantee for Biden or Kamala to write no checks if they already in the White House. In fact, we know what they're going to do. They're going to do for everybody else with our help and, give us their behind. Well, y'all know the rest of that. So anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.